show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello everyone, welcome to Sports Champ Talk Show, a life journey of an athlete. Happy Teachers Day to all. I am Bhushan Thakur, founder and editor-in-chief of Sports Champ, a sports education magazine. Today's topic is sports and studies. We have planned this topic to understand how to bring balance between sports and studies. Many players and parents have this issue of balancing sports and studies. So we thought of having some expert advice and discuss the same with our today's special guest, who is none other than Mrs. Nirmal Vadan, madam, who holds rich experience of 32 years in the field of education. She is a postgraduate in biology. Currently, she is the principal of the Kalyani School in Pune, and under her leadership, the school has been awarded as the topmost emerging school in Pune by Times of India. She has recently received Most Innovative Principal Award and also awarded as one of the 100 highly effective principals of India, an Indian Icon Award in 2019. She is certified academic auditor and stay updated with the changes in the education world. So, welcome to the show, madam. Thank you for accepting my invitation. And I guess you must have seen some of the past show episodes. What do you think about this platform?
First of all, Bhushan, thank you for inviting me, and namaste to everyone watching this show. I'm very honored and privileged to be on this show, and I wish all the superheroes, the teachers in the education field, a very happy Teachers' Day. Bhushan, could you please repeat your question?
No, I just want to say you must have seen some of the shows, or you know about the Sports Champ Talk Show. So, what do you think about this platform, which is generating awareness about sports?
This is a very good platform, Bhushan, and I feel sports field needed this kind of a platform, which was not available earlier. The children were not guided well in the sports field, and I feel it is a necessity that, like other careers, we have career guidance and all. In the same way, in the sports field, there should be an expert who guides the students and takes them to their respective goals. And I'm very happy that you started your Sports Champ magazine, which caters to many different schools and many different states. I think in India and abroad also. Congratulations for the success of that magazine. And I feel that reading that magazine, every sports individual gets motivated by reading the life journeys of the sports individuals who have achieved something in life. And they know that the journey is not easy, but it is not impossible.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for such a wonderful words. As you must be aware that when we start our show, we start with a very small challenge, which is called Sports Champ Challenge. So I'll ask you some 2-3 very simple questions, which will be any singer name which start with L. Any singer name which start with L. L. Any singer.
Okay.
Yes.
Singer.
Yes.
Lewis or something.
Okay.
Lata Mangeshkar.
Correct. I thought you will be answering that only. So my next question can be any country name which starts with M. M.
Country name starts with
M. M for Mumbai.
I couldn't hear you, Bhushan. Country name starts with
M. M for Mumbai.
Mumbai. Mexico.
Okay. I think this will be the first time when any person is questioning a principal. So on the Teachers' Day, this can be a very good start. Okay, ma'am.
But
Let's
it's
go to
good.
our. Yes, ma'am. And it's a privilege. It's a privilege for me. So let's start with our questions today. Tell us something about your life journey and why you have chosen to be in the education world.
See, actually, my life journey started when my grandfather started telling me that you have to become a professor. He was 99 years old and staying with me. I think my father also wanted me to become a teacher and stand on my own 2 feet before I got married.
Okay.
And hence he me do B.Ed after my master's, and I'm grateful to him. Both are no more. But this has been a very enriching journey for me. I'm very happy to be a teacher, and being a principal is also very rewarding, and especially in an organization which cares so much for its staff.
What is the best moment of your life in this being in the education field for so long? What was the best moment uh, you have, or any experience you would like to share with all of us?
Just recently, I got calls from so many of my ex-students, Darshan, Arya, and messages from them. When you hear from them, and it's been so many years since I taught them, it's very enriching to know that somebody remembers you and you've made a difference in their lives. Because if you've made a difference, your life's purpose is achieved.
Correct, ma'am. Super. Did you hold any sports background, ma'am, in your beginning days, in your childhood days, or something?
No, I used to just play badminton and coco, but I was a good dancer. And I
Okay.
think it also has helped me to become very focused and hardworking, because I had to balance both my dancing and my academics also. I used to rehearse for 12 hours during my 10th standard, I remember, and then put equally good amount of hours in academics. And it helped me a lot to become a better person, to troubleshoot. And decision was making was very quick, because in case you've gone wrong somewhere in sports or either in dancing, both ways, you have to take very quick decisions. And people, good sportsmen, become good decision makers. They are goal oriented, and I think it's sports is very important.
Ma'am, before we go to our topic of today, I just want to know from your end, what does sports means to you as a person from the education field for such a long year? What does sports mean to you, or how do you see sports?
See, the belief that sports and academics are as different as the two poles is quite outdated. Every educator now knows better, and it has been proved that academics and sports are the two sides of the same coin, and they complement each other. And a good body definitely hones a healthy mind. So sports is very important, because I know that we have some students who are brilliant in academics, and they also play regularly sports, and they've exceeded in academics, and a lot of in lot of sports field they've reached the national levels, and some of them are international levels also. So sports holds a very important position in our school.
Okay. Considering today's topic, my first question will be: in your such a long career in the education world, how you have seen sports persons facing issues while balancing between sports and studies? Any personal experience if you would like to share?
Yes, my student Ashlesha Bodhas only, I can talk about her. I remember when I was teaching her, she used to go to play tennis along with her mother to different states and different cities. And she's coming from a very good family, but she had to stay in very unhygienic places. The sports room were not so good. Arrangements made for them, the logistics were not so good, but still she managed. And she told me a story when she came to my previous school and I had called her as a chief guest, that ma'am, I come out of the shower room in just 2 minutes and I don't even require hot water, while my brother takes long hot showers for at least 15 to 20 minutes. So she says that sports has taught me a lot of life skills, and coming out of the horse's mouth I strongly believe in it. They become grounded. The sports people become grounded, and they know that it is important. We in our school do not create pressure on our children. We support them a lot by giving them extra support materials, by holding peer classes, by giving the doubt clearing classes during the lunch break also. And we definitely feel that there should be space for both academics and sports in a school.
Ma'am, you have headed or led so many schools, and you are part of so many schools in the past. Now you are leading Kalyani. But I want to understand from a sports from students or parents, what type of issues they feel while playing sports and study, and also balancing study. So what type of observation you had for so many people you have come across to?
Okay. Some of the parents encourage their children to play sports, while some do not like their children playing sports because their concentration, the students' concentration is towards sports and sometimes less in academics. But then we as teachers, it's our responsibility to bring them at par for academics, and then we counsel the parents. We call them, see, your child is good in basketball, he can excel. So academics, you just leave it to us. We will help the child come at par. And there is good scope nowadays in sports also. And then other thing is we encourage our children to participate in a lot of competitions, because if you do not give them opportunities, they'll not get the experience. And in our school, we arrange all the logistics, and very good ones, because my management gives me a free hand to use the resources, which is a very good thing, and I'm really grateful to them. And I believe that all schools should encourage the students going in competitions and arrange the logistics, make the students comfortable, and align all the stakeholders to their vision and explain to them that sports is equally important as academics.
Correct, ma'am. I had a very one of the a personal experience from when I was studying in Palwin Talukidar, one of the school in Lucknow, and whenever you come back from tournaments, my head teacher used to before the class, she used to tell everyone, "Eid ka chand has come." So because we used to play so many tournaments and we used to never be in the classes, so sometimes we used to feel bad. But when we used to win trophies, it was kept in principal's room and symbol of pride. But these type of things, don't you think has to be taken into consideration and on the supporting line, which
I feel very bad for you, Bhushan, but I don't think so. In our school, teachers will be doing this. In fact, they'll welcome the students with a big round of applause, because my students know that sports is important, and my teachers also know that sports is important, and teachers know that it is their task to bring the children at par. So everybody is sharing the same vision. So I don't think so. And nowadays those times are gone, Bhushan. I don't think so. Any good schools, any teachers will give or pass such sarcastic remarks for the sports students. Sports children are fulfilling their passion, and it is for us to support them, because if you follow your passion and you are successful in it, you have had a control on your life and you're a happy individual. So I believe that you should choose a career which is your hobby actually, and you are good at it, to be a happy individual in life.
very well said, ma'am. Very well said. Uh, One of the biggest issue, I keep on traveling across India, and so many players of every age from 6 to 10, I keep on meeting them. So I have come to this, that there's a biggest issue or pressure I have seen on players is covering the backlog when they miss lectures, when they are away playing tournaments. So what, according to you, can be the better way to manage them, and how school can play a very important role in that?
See, school
So that's
definitely
a very
needs to.
yes.
Please continue.
No, ma'am. Please tell me.
School definitely needs to balance and create an atmosphere where the students are encouraged. The school should go beyond their means. And I can tell you my school's example. My teachers are so hardworking that if we, mostly in the September month, the Zilla Parishad competitions are there. And for a CBSE school, after 15th of September, we have examination. So if the competitions are coming after 15th September and during examinations, we tell our children, you go for your competitions. Don't bother about the paper. And we set a different paper when the children are comfortable. I have opened the school in the morning at 6 o'clock also, and my teachers have come in the morning, one or two teachers, to conduct those examinations and supported our children. If my children had to leave the school at 9 o'clock in the morning, we've done such things. And the teachers provide extra notes to the children. There is peer support also. We create buddies in the school. So for a sports person who's going to definitely miss something, we have a buddy, and the teacher is always there. Our teachers are very approachable. For any doubts and any classes what they have missed, they can definitely approach the teacher. And I have seen my teachers sitting in the lunch break with a table outside, with a dabba outside, and the children sitting with a chair next to them and asking their doubts. We have put a table and chairs in all the clusters of our school. So this kind of facility is there, so that any space becomes a learning space for our children. So these things, this logistics, this extra support from the teacher side and the school side has to be given, and the children have to work equally hard to balance both.
Correct, ma'am. But this is what you are saying about Kalyani, because Kalyani have who you are supporting sports. As far as I know, you give a lot of importance to sports. But in general, how schools can support this particular topic, for which can take out the pressure from players. So, what you would like to give light on this topic
So, I feel that
overall, in general?
in general, all the principals actually have now understood that sports plays a very important role. And because CBSE has also understood that, they have created 6 periods in a week. That means 1 period in a week for sports, because they understand that sports not only hones the body, makes it healthy, but also hones the mind and makes it strong. And I feel the schools have understood, and they are definitely supporting in their own way. If you go and talk to the current principals, because in all the schools where I have worked, hardly 4 or 5, I have not worked in many schools, but wherever I was, sports was given equal importance. And um, I have seen them giving support to the students.
Right. I feel, man, can't there be a group of teachers on whom responsibility can be given to take care of those children who come back from tournaments to cover their backlog?
Yes.
That can be a
Definitely, because we can always have mentors. We can have mentors for 4-5 children, and those 4-5 children can definitely report to the teachers. But in general, in good schools, the teachers keep a tab on such students definitely, and we give them time to complete their assignments and complete their work. We do not pressurize them, and I think in all good schools the same thing must be happening. There are so many good schools I have known who do the and practice such things.
do you know some school, or do you know some players who are not getting these facilities?
I'm not aware of such schools. I only know good schools where I have worked.
Okay, ma'am. One of the requirements which player ask from school is time for training in the morning and leaves for participating in tournament. Is it that difficult for schools to offer the same to players? In general?
No, I don't think so. See, the school, if school starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, definitely by 6:30 the children can come to school, which is happening in our school. All our sports facilitators, all our coaches are coming in the morning at 6:30, and thrice a week they help out the students. The students practice in the morning. They change. In fact, in our school, Diksha ma'am, director, has been so kind. She's made shower rooms for them, so they can shower after their practice, change, and then go in their classes. Unfortunately, our shower rooms haven't been used because of the pandemic. After they were made, we had to shut down the schools. So if and good schools do have this facility. In fact, after school also you can have practices and give support to the children. Before the tournaments, this practice of coming 3 times a week becomes 5 times a week. So such things are definitely happening in the sports field.
I think for many students, it will be a privilege to study in Kalyani and get all these privileges and also a shower in the morning so that you don't have to go back home and then take a shower and come back to the school like what we used to do. And because this is very important, I think, ma'am, that till the time you do not practice 2 times, like morning and evening, the chances of excelling at national or international level is very meager. So it's very important for players to do at least 2-3 hours of training in the morning and 2-3 hours in the evening. Then only it succeeds. And many players I know, they are not able to do morning training because the schools are not giving their morning time off, and because of which they are not able to balance, and they have a issue in both across. So I think it's a privilege for many too who are with you at this moment.
I feel blessed, nothing else.
What type of expectations sports persons' parents have from schools, and what do you think about it overall?
Um, Parents actually, they are very aware nowadays that sports is important. And if we call our children in the morning, I'm going to be very honest with you, we can't give the transport facility because all the buses leave the school premises in the morning to collect the school children. So for about 80, 90 or 100 children, we can't give the transport in the morning, but parents drop the children. They have their carpools and they drop their children. And many times when the parents have asked us for the transport, we have explained to them that this is our problem. And they have understood, but they have been very supportive and they drop their children for practice and the children enjoy the morning time with our coaches. And they're being honed in their skills.
Okay, ma'am. According to you, what type of support you think? I think you instead of only I want an example overall. Like what type of support you think schools should give to sports person, in which is possible for every school to give, who are currently playing sport at some level. What can be a right suggestions or right way for many, because this will be watched across India, and almost 2,000 schools it will be going to. So what will be your because you are supporting sports and you are for it. So what will be your suggestion on it?
I feel that the principals should definitely help out the sports children by when the competitions come. They should inform the students, the parents, the coaches at the right time and encourage them. Plus, make logistics com- completely in their hands. They should see that the logistics are made better for the students to go play comfortably. The buses should be made available, the food should be made available, the coaches should be made available, and in case counseling is required for the students and the parents, sometimes the students and the parents definitely feel a little bit depressed in case they're not doing well in either sports or academics. So counseling is very important for such students and parents. Moreover, you should arrange some lectures to the sports nutritionists as like you and make the parents aware of the importance of sports. Plus, if you feel that your management is not able to give the resources to do all this, you can always collect money from the parents whose children are going for sports and divide it equally and arrange for everything. And if the competitions are coming in between the exams, definitely encourage your teachers, motivate them to make a separate paper for the students who are not going to be able to attend the normal examination and going to be attending the examination after the other students, non-sports students have attended the examination or before. So all these arrangements definitely have to be made by the schools for supporting the sports children.
Okay. So my next question can be, ma'am, according to you, what can be the right way which you can give a generalized view to all for children to balance between sports and studies and not to take much pressure? Like how they should the children to do that? What can be your advice for children who are playing currently at all levels? How they should be able to do both properly, and which will not make them take too much of a pressure.
See, first of all, the children need to understand that they have to excel. If they have to excel in both the fields, they have to put little extra effort. And then
Correct.
they have to make their own timetable, day-wise timetable. And
Correct.
after making their timetable, adhere to it and strictly follow the timetable, but keep some time for respite because it's very important. Secondly, take care of your nutrition because if you do not take care of your nutrition, you'll not be able to balance both. You'll feel weak because you're putting in extra hours. It's a lot of physical energy which gets involved in playing sports. So you have to be nourished well. You have to eat your proteins properly. You also have to sleep well because if you do not sleep well, it's going to be difficult for your body to recover. So keep all these things in mind and be a disciplined person, which is very important. Disciplined, focus, goal oriented, and concentrate on your goals so that you can achieve them by following a disciplined life. Also, if you feel that you're stuck somewhere, definitely approach your teachers, your parents, your counselors in the school and take help from them because taking counseling in the previous days was a taboo, but nowadays it's not. In our school, children definitely go to the pastoral room and they have to be expressive about what they feel in the pastoral care, and nothing goes out from the pastoral care because the counselors guide them very well. They should have their short-term goals well planned and their long-term goals well planned. Only then they can achieve a lot in life. And if they feel that they are not capable of making their timetable or they are having some difficulty, we are always there. The elders are always there to help them and be focused in life and achieve what they want to.
Well said, ma'am. One level above, what would you like to guide parents on this? Because they equally take the pressure more than kids. I think the parents also take the equal pressure.
So for parents, I feel just go with the flow. Support your child wherever the support is needed by the child, but don't become like a helicopter parent because it's very important that you
Okay.
talk to your children, understand them what the child wants, and don't be continuously nagging them for studies or anything. If the child is doing comparatively okay in the school, it's okay. Don't push them too much, don't pressurize them. And if they are not doing okay, then it is your duty to come and approach the school and ask for ways and means to guide the child. Sometimes the parents have to give in and accept the children as they are because every child is not academically smart because there are different intelligences, especially the kinesthetical children. They they're not interested towards academics because in most of the schools, I'm not saying good schools, most of the schools, it's only a one-way traffic what is happening, but in good schools, it's a two-way traffic. It's what is happening in the classes. It's an interactive session. The children are involved. They are not only seated, there is group collaboration, there are project methods involved. So the children are kept interested in academics also. So we need to take care of all such things and work. The parents need to work in tandem with the school and ask for any support what they require from school. We are always there to help them.
Correct. I think I've heard this first time word which you said is helicopter parents. So I think this will be something very important thing, which the way you have defined it. So it's important for parents to get a good idea about it. Ma'am, my next last question will be: what do you think about the current change in education policy, and is it good for children and specifically for students who are pursuing sports? Relate.
the education policy, which has recently come up, has come up after 34 years. And it's a very good policy because it takes care of the all-round development of the students. And it has specifically been mentioned in the policy that the children should be getting a 360 degrees feedback, which definitely includes sports. And 360 degrees feedback means not only the academics, sports, but the values, the life skills, what the children have inculcated, their attitudes, their behavior. And if all these things are included in the curriculum, along with the vocational training, which they have made it mandatory, and sixth upwards skill-based subjects in the national policy, which the schools have to inculcate, I feel the education policy is a wonderful instrument which has come out, and whoever has made this policy, they've done a very good job. And I salute the makers of the education policy. And my only fear is the implementation part of it. I hope it is implemented in the right spirit and on time and not in a hurry. But they have given deadlines for implementation, that in this particular year, this will be implemented and so on. I'm sure that they are going to be keeping up to those deadlines and helping schools change the complete education scenario and make it student friendly and remove the stress from the students, which earlier concentrated only on rote memory, and it was just like vomiting on the in the examination, rote learning and vomiting whatever you know in by writing the examination. But nowadays the application based questions have come up, the MCQs have come up, which are concept based, and they all are good signs. And I'm grateful that during my periods as a principal, I'll be able to see and implement this policy in the near future.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think you have put it very well, and our time for serious questions ends here. And now we go with our third round, which is the rapid fire round. So
Okay.
I think if it is too rapid, let me know, so I'll make it slow for you. So are you ready for the questions, ma'am?
Yes.
So my first question will be, what is the first thing you observe in a student in a class when you meet for the first time?
I see the child's face and I see the child's eyes. And by seeing the child's face, I definitely understand the child, because in B.Ed we've been taught about psychology. And accordingly, I deal with the student.
Okay. Okay. My next question will be, if you have been made Education Minister of India, what change or policy you will bring immediately in the education world?
I would remove rote learning completely, because all this information is available on Google. And experiential learning has definitely come in, but it has not been implemented in the right spirit in many schools as of now. I would make skill-based subjects the main subjects, and when the child passes out of grade 10 or grade 12, the child should be able to stand on his or own 2 feet. So many skills should be inculcated and developed in a child. The child should be holistically developed. He should have confidence, courage to go in life, speak confidently, ask questions, inquire, make decisions very well. And all these things can be done only when we develop the skills in students, rather than pushing a lot of curriculum in our day-to-day life.
Correct. What was your worst thing you ever did as a kid and got away with it?
I wanted to tell you something which I remember. I used to be very naughty, and my elder sister used to tie me with a rope on my leg to a table, and like a small leash, she used to leave that much place for me so that I could roam around only in that much space. That time I used to be crawling, and this story she has told me. And yes, one more naughty thing I did was that I did not do my Diwali homework. And I went to a class, and after that I felt so shameful. And I promised to myself that I'm never going to be facing such a situation in life. And that was a turning point in my life. After that, I started getting um, second rank, fourth rank, but I never got a first rank. I always missed my first rank with just 1 mark or 2 mark.
Okay, fantastic, ma'am. If you have to create a slogan for your life, what would the slogan be?
Be honest and truthful to yourself and to others, because only then can you find a peace of mind, and you can sleep with your head held high and peacefully in life.
Fantastic, ma'am. Fantastic. If you would could be any animal, what would it be and why?
I would love to be a dog, because dogs are very loyal, they are very loving, and they are very intelligent also. I have seen that they understand each and everything what you want to express, and if you're not feeling well, they come and sit beside you quietly, just giving their support. And I feel they're more intelligent than humans, and they're more caring than them.
Okay. I had a Swedish champion in my last talk show, and I asked him one of this question, and he said the same. I want to be a dog, and I said why? He said because the dogs are pampered so much, they are loved so much in Sweden, so I want to be a dog. So, ma'am, what is one thing that annoys you the most?
Lies. When anybody speaks lies, and I know that person is speaking lies, it hurts me. It annoys me to the core. Why can't they speak the truth and be happy in life? You've made a mistake, fine, it's okay. We all make mistakes. We are human beings. So I can't stand lies.
Okay. Are you a morning person or a night person? You get up early or you are awake in the night?
I get up early also, and I'm a night person also. It depends upon my career. If I have a holiday, I'll get up at 8 in the morning. If I have a job and I have to do something, I get up at 5:30 in the morning. When I'm going to school, I get up at
Okay.
5 in the morning.
So you're a mix of both.
Yeah,
Okay. What is your favorite hobby, ma'am?
I love to dance, but unfortunately, I haven't got an opportunity to do that lately. We've been cooped up in houses, and whenever there's a nice song, my body starts moving.
Okay. One thing world does not know about you.
I I'm a very loyal person, and I'll do anything for a friend.
This no, the world does not know about this, ma'am.
I don't think so many of them know about it, because
Okay.
I don't have many friends. I don't get the time, and I'm an introvert person actually. Because of my job, I have to talk to many people, and I appear social person. But I'm an introvert, and
Okay.
I like to be loyal
Okay.
to the people I know.
Okay. What is the best phrase or quote you believe the most?
Best phrase of sports:
Best phrase or quote? Any
quote,
quote
quote, quote.
or phrase? Yeah.
Be a lifelong learner. Never stop learning. Be an open-minded person. Always, always, always.
Okay. If you have three wishes, what will be that?
I want all my children to come back to school as early as possible. I want to meet every one of them. I want to
Okay.
hug every one of them. I'm really missing my children. I'm missing my teachers. And the
Okay.
second wish is that nobody should stay hungry and go to sleep. Nobody deserves that in life. Nobody. And if I can do something, I'll definitely do something for them. And every third wish is everybody should be educated in life. At least they should know how to read and write.
Okay. Two things you would like to delete from your life.
My bad memories and this pandemic.
And what is your favorite song, ma'am?
Favorite song.
If we can hear it out from you, that is also okay for me.
No,
If we
I
can hear
can't
it out,
sing. I can't
both is
sing.
okay.
It's about Zindagi Chalti Rahe. I don't know the words also properly. If you can sing for me, I'll be happy.
No, ma'am. I'm a little bit lesser than you. My last question will be, what is your life dream?
My life dream is to see all my children, all my teachers, all my friends happy in life. Because if you're happy, you've achieved everything. And happiness
Fantastic,
comes
ma'am.
from peace.
Before we yes, ma'am. Please continue, ma'am.
I wanted to say that happiness comes from peace. And for peace, you have to do the right things in life. You to be truthful to yourself and have some quiet time. Because quiet time gives you
Correct.
a lot of insights and you can reflect upon yourself.
And this pandemic has given everyone a lot of quiet time to stay with. Before we log off, ma'am, what would you would like to address to all, which will help them to bring balance between sports and studies and help in excel in both? So, last, what we'd like to address to all.
Um, See, this time has been very tough, but teachers are tougher. We don't give up so easily and we don't give in. We were put through this test, and I feel we have come out the winners. Our teachers are our heroes.
Correct.
And teachers have learned, they've unlearned a lot of things. Teachers do not pay much attention to themselves as to the school. So I will recommend the teachers to please have some time for themselves. Take out some time, however you can, but you have to have that me time. And without our teachers, the next generation is not going to be a peaceful generation and a educated generation, I feel, and they would not be future ready. But I would also like to tell the schools that please give equal importance to sports because a lot of life skills is learned once you inculcate this in your school and give it importance. And you'll see the change in the child. The children are very happy to play sports if they're inclined towards it. And
Correct.
give them a hand so that they can balance themselves in academics as well.
Very well said, ma'am. And thank you so much for such a wonderful experience. We have talked a lot when I have visited your school, but this was a fantastic experience for me too, to have such a fantastic chat with you, and which will also definitely guide many upcoming champions in the journey of balancing between sports and studies, because it's very important in our country to have a balance between both. And dear viewers, I hope you must have enjoyed the show and also learned a lot from this episode. Do not forget to like this page and be updated with the upcoming shows. Thank you for watching and keep liking and sharing. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. It's been a privilege and an honor to have spoken to you and attend this talk show. God bless you. May you keep on prospering and may you make the sports field reach the top and make the students successful in the sports field, guide them and my blessings to all the sports people.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll definitely do the best from my side. Thank you, ma'am.